Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from my channel Highbrook Emerald Railway. And yes, it's that time of the week again, it's time for Shout Out Sunday. Now, we've got very little items of admin to get through. The first one being that there are some new trains on the layout today. Well, I say new trains. One new train, this little, if you can see that, Highland Railway Loch Ness 040 number 8, very typical Hornby 040 Pug saddle tank type thing. So that's the new engine that's come to Highbrook Emerald Railway. And you'll also notice behind this wagon, apart from the Roberts coal van, I have some new rolling stock as well. And there will be an upcoming video to explain where all that's come from and how it's come into my possession and what I'm going to do with it. I've got a load of track as well and a controller that's come with the 040 and the wagon. So I will be explaining that in a future video. Other than that, yes, the jigsaw still isn't up. The Atco Admiral video isn't going to come now because something else has broken on it. So I kind of need to fix that before I can show you it. There are going to be a upcoming video on servicing Hornby 040s because this is why this one isn't running. It's basically dead. It does just about work, but it's very loud, very noisy, very grindy and jutters about all the time. So there's an upcoming video on servicing Hornby 040s. Trains on the layout have changed, as I've said. We've got some new wagons on, but we've got the Bachmann D11, which is a beautiful little engine. Can't pull very much, which is why I've just sort of left it running light. I could have put 2 coaches on it, but beyond that, it can't really manage. And then we've got a coal trainer brake van and the Great Western Railways 101 040. I was going to go for an entire 040 theme, but this Triang one is a little bit noisy for video, and as I've just said, this one is dead. So without further ado, let's get on into Shout Out Sunday, and it's quite a short one today, which I'm sort of glad because it's quite cold in this loft, because I think outside, checking my phone, it is only 8 degrees. So yeah, you can imagine, even though this loft is somewhat insulated, how cold it is in here today. So, with a sip of tea, we'll crack on. So, I only have one channel shout out I want to do today, and that's because, well, not only have I been very busy this week, but I've just really enjoyed watching this channel this week. And this channel is called Leighton Junction, run by the lovely Al. And Leighton Junction is very much like mine, a model railway channel. He has his own layout, does running sessions, does how-tos, specifically on DCC as well. He has quite a well-viewed video on a DCC controller on his channel that has got thousands of views, and very many people have found that useful. And he also does other how-tos, so he's done DCC decoder and speaker fitting, and because his layout runs on DCC, quite a lot of his videos, his how-to videos, are based around DCC, which has been, even though I'm an analog guy, I run on DCC, you know, I reach over here, turn the knob up, and the D11 suddenly reaches orbital speed. It's quite interesting to see the slightly more advanced side of model railway. Even though I'm happy with analog, it's interesting to see from his videos the sort of things you can do with DCC as well. In addition, as I've said, he does running sessions, so a bit like what we're doing now, he goes around his layout, and his layout is absolutely wonderful. It's quite big, much bigger than mine. A rough estimate, possibly twice, maybe 2.5 times the size of mine. His fills an entire room, so whereas this is a loft, he has a segment in the middle, then the outsides go around an entire room. So he's got a massive layout that's wonderfully detailed. He's got all sorts. He's got like bridges, beaches, viaducts, sort of loco yards, marshalling yards, a bit like the storage sidings I've got over there and over there on the layout. And his layout is absolutely fantastic. It's so detailed. It's, you know, it's just brilliant. It's got everything you'd want on a model railway layout, and it's fantastically put together. And the sort of engines that Al has aren't, you know, just your bog standard, oh, I've got a couple of 040s. He's also got some European, some foreign locomotives, and rolling stock that he runs on his layout, which really does make it quite interesting, even though it's a British-based layout, so to speak, British-themed. He does often run some foreign locomotives and rolling stock on it, which is really nice to see. It's a bit like, I keep comparing everything to myself here, but a bit like how I've got my Marklin 03.10 steam locomotive. He has quite a lot of foreign German diesel and electric locomotives that he runs with different foreign rolling stock, which is really nice to see as well. He is a really useful ally to the model railway community, and particularly small YouTubers like me. He really does stand up for them and voices his support for them, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to shout out Al today, because he's been with my channel basically from the start, so 3 years and counting now, and he's always shown support. He's always commented on the videos and taken the time to watch. And that's also why I wanted to shout out Al from Leighton Junction, not just because of his great content, but because how he supports other people in the model railway community, and how much of an ally he really is. So thank you very much to Al for the wonderful channel, and the wonderful content and support you provide to smaller model railway YouTubers. Next week, which I have already filmed, I don't know why I filmed them out of order, but I just have. So next week I've already filmed, which is going to be shouting out a number of smaller model railway YouTubers, and hopefully we can get a little bit of a thing going, as I say, which is the purpose of these shout out Sundays, which is to get everyone to go and support and subscribe to each other and build a model railway community. So thank you very much, Al, for your dedication to smaller channels and for your brilliant layout channel and trains that you run. That's it for today's Shout Out Sunday, and it's probably just about as well, because everything seems to have slowed down to a snail's pace. So I'm going to finish my now slightly cold cup of tea in the very appropriately named mug, and I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching indeed. Oh, for God's sake. You had to pack up when I'd just about finished the video, didn't you? Come on, little O4. Oh my God, it's achieving orbital speed again. Come on, keep going until I finish drinking my tea. Nothing's derailed though, that's a bonus. And you watch, something will derail now. And yes, I am recording until I finish this tea. We're done. Thanks for watching, everyone.